With invasion as their watchword, the Southern's workshops set to with an astonishing versatility to construct some of the odd and unfamiliar craft required for a continental landing. Much of the work involved in this man-sized job was done by the skillful fingers of women, who worked with exemplary application in a joint effort to speed our forces across the Channel, this time to victory. A sidelight on dockside activities during the immediate pre-D-Day period is provided by the Providore Department, which undertook the revictualling of vessels with food and necessaries direct from the Providore boat. With such a host of craft standing by, waiting for orders, the Providore became one of the busiest and most popular departments working right through the invasion period. It's natural that the growing momentum of public opinion regarding the actual time of the expected invasion of Europe should have had its repercussions. At Southampton, everything was now prepared and ready for the fray. The air of suspense grew quite unbearable, and still the order didn't come. Everywhere lay the enormous sea of supplies, the countless craft of incredible variety, waiting and waiting. And all unexpectedly it happened. Instead of a routine combined operations exercise, the invasion was on. Democracy was to cross swords with the Nazi for the last time. D-Day had come and gone. The supreme importance of the task confronting the Allied forces demanded that this time there should be no failure in the supply lines. Southampton's dock roads were crammed with vehicles impatiently waiting for a cross-channel passage. During 1944, the gross tonnage of Southampton shipping totaled 23 million tons, excluding the small craft. 2 million tons were dealt with over the quays. The men over there were undoubtedly getting full support from the war factories of Britain, and America too. Largely due to the unexpectedly heavy weather during the actual invasion, things had not gone entirely smoothly. There came constant and urgent demands for further supplies and reinforcements, and, as always, Southampton somehow coped with a large share of this tremendous traffic. It should be remembered that throughout the war, the docks were still operated and managed by the Southern Railway. To get all the supplies over the Channel, a smooth working cooperation between the railway and the military personnel was absolutely necessary. Colored American troops performed a particularly fine job in the rapid loading and dispatch of innumerable cargoes. More and more men came with the stores. Through Southampton's dock gate, indeed a gateway to victory, they poured in with one idea: to carry right on to the heart of Nazi Germany till it was all over there. And the sooner, the better. Arrangements for the reception of the wounded at this time were of the most comprehensive kind. Southampton quayside swarmed with ambulances into which the stretcher cases were loaded direct from the ship's gangways. The cat-like tread of the colored American orderlies saved the patients many an unwelcome jolt. The more serious casualties were slung in their stretchers from the ships onto the trolleys gathered to receive them, and then wheeled into the dock sheds where the special trains were waiting, ready to transport them to more peaceful havens of rest and recuperation. Preparation had also been made to receive less welcome guests, German prisoners of war. The success of the United Nations on the other side of the Channel meant that the supplies necessary to maintain them must follow them deeper and deeper into Hitler's Europe. The French railways had been robbed of most of their rolling stock by the Germans during the occupation, and so replacements from Britain and the United States were sent over both as cargo and on ferry boats equipped with a special superstructure to take them. Loading gear, designed expressly for the purpose, was employed to lift heavy locomotives bodily from the quaysides. Once aboard, they were rung smoothly into position on the ferryboat's own rails. Thus were the railroads of France replenished with the rolling stock necessary to carry our armies further along their triumphant road to final victory. And to mark that victory, a plaque was unveiled at the dock gates. 1939 to 1945. This tablet was presented to the Southern Railway by the 14th Major Port United States Army in proud and glorious memory of the men and women of the forces of the United Nations who sailed from this port during the war against aggression to secure the freedom of mankind.